Hola. Haven't been on the camera in a bit, playing through these games. Just beat Uncharted, Lost Legacy. So as we do, and as we'll do with every PlayStation series, it's time to rank it. Turn this down slightly. This one won't take too long. It's not that many games. There's not that many characters to rank here. So let's just go through quickly. Least favorite game. Well, let's start off with this. I haven't actually played this ever. I probably never will get the chance because it's on the PS Vita and no one owns a PS Vita. And you can't really emulate it easily. I haven't even looked it up. I'm not ever going to bother. So I'll never play this game unless they release it as a remaster or something, or a remake. But least favorite one, definitely the first. I think it's still okay. It's just, I don't know. It feels dated. Everything kind of came together in the second game. The first game just feels a little rough. It's a little annoying to play. I'm not really too into the world or the levels. You're just kind of stuck in the jungle all game. The writing isn't that great. Like, it's definitely the most rough feeling one. And I think it just beat it for the first time. Like, I never even bothered to beat it as a kid. I tried like 3 different times, I think. I tried playing it and I never ended up beating it until now. I actually beat it for the first time. I'm pretty sure, because I don't remember the final boss at all. Yeah, my least favorite one, definitely. Then we go on to Uncharted 2. We'll just go in order. Definitely an S. Debating if it's my favorite or not. This is the one I grew up with. This is the first PS3 game I got. This is like the reason I got a PS3. I wanted to play Uncharted 2. Because I always played the demo at GameStop. My cousins had it. There was multiplayer. This was the system seller for me. And it was all history from there. This was my first PS3 game. Like my first PlayStation game I played through. And it's great. I think it holds up pretty well. I think it's definitely a huge step up from the first game. In gameplay and writing and story, everything pretty much. Graphically, it's like a huge step up. Definitely an S tier. Third game, I'm going to put it in A, maybe even B. I'm going to put it in A. Third game is decent, but it just didn't do it for me. I don't know what it was. I feel like I was just bored for most of it. I wasn't really interested in the story. I wasn't too invested in any of the areas we were exploring. I don't know. The set pieces just didn't really hit as hard. The levels, like everything just kind of felt worse. I wasn't really too into it. And there's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of time where you're just kind of fucking... I'm moving it down. There's so much time where you're just like walking around and not really doing anything. You're like stuck to walk while you're in a slow story scene or something. You're like Nathan Drake as a kid. You're just stuck slowly walking for 20 minutes. I don't know. It was fine, but definitely not as good as the second, in my opinion. Uncharted 4, debating, this could actually be my favorite one now. I'm not sure. It's close. There's a lot it does right. There's a lot it improves on. There's also some stuff that does bother me. Like there's a lot of sections where you're just kind of stuck. Just like the third game, where you're stuck just walking slowly and doing story shit that you know, the first playthrough's fine, but once you play it a second, third time, it's like, oh my god, can we just get on, like, chapter 16, I think, where you're stuck in that house right after a cliffhanger happens, basically, and then they just throw you into this, like, 30-minute long level where you're just walking around this fucking house slowly as a kid. It's the most boring shit ever. Like, stuff like that hurts it, but the gameplay is really good. Like, the grapple hook and the guns feel really nice. Graphically, like, one of the best looking games I've ever played, which is crazy because it came out in 2016 and it's still like one of the best looking games I've played ever, just graphically, in terms of like realism, I guess. I usually don't care about realistic graphic bullshit, but this game looks nice. It looks nice. And like the animators went crazy on the mocap or whatever they do on the face. Looks pretty insane for a game, especially made in 2016. With that said, for me personally, I think Uncharted 2 is above it. Just, you can say it's nostalgia. I think it's a much better paced game. I don't think it has as many problems with the pacing as 4 does, where there are a lot of chapters that do kind of feel a little boring. But then there's a lot of really high highs in 4. It's close. It's really close. I think these are by far the best 2 games, and I think everyone kind of agrees on that. I've been looking it up. And then Lost Legacy. I wasn't super into this game for like the first hour and a half, and I still don't really care. I don't give a shit about the story really at all. And even like the characters, like without Nathan Drake, it's just not the same at all. But I did have more fun with it than 3, I think. Especially like the next half. There were some cool looking levels. It's a good looking game, you know, graphically, just like 4. And I think the gameplay is just more fun than 3. It's a little shorter, a little better paced. There's not that much downtime shit that 3 has. It's a pretty solid game. My first time I've just played it. The writing is kind of annoying sometimes, and I'm not a huge fan of the 2 main characters. They're just not as interesting to me. I don't know. Chloe's alright. I don't like the sidekick, Nadine. She's kind of annoying to me. But, yeah, without Nathan Drake, it does feel a little off. But it's probably... I probably enjoyed it more than 3. Something about 3 just didn't hit like these other 2 did. And this one, I guess, kinda. Not really. These 2 are clearly the best 2, by far. It's not even close. I'm actually gonna... No, I'll put this here. I think that's the list. I don't want to create a count. Alright, let's rank characters. Easily the best 2. Let's just get those out of the way. Sully and Nathan Drake. I don't think any characters are better than that. I think Sully actually might be my favorite character in Uncharted. It's close. They're both really good. I don't think anyone else gets S. I think those are by far the best 2 characters. Sam's brother, he's B. He kind of fucking... Or Nathan's brother, Sam. He's kind of just annoying, in a way. Like, he's kind of a dick. He's just a little liar, schemer. It's like completely fucked over Nate in Uncharted 4 for like the whole first half of the game. I don't know. He's alright, but can't really forgive being that much of a liar and almost getting his brother killed for like the first half of the game. It's for no reason, really, just because he's selfish. This guy, he's a decent Russian villain thing that we've seen a million times. I'll give him a C. Chloe, she's alright. B. Elena's an A. Wife, woman, she's fine. This guy, he's an alright villain. He's hateable. He's kind of a little shit, but I think he was a better villain than the Russian guy. Just written better. This woman sucked. I didn't even know what she wanted. The same with this guy. This villain duo sucked in the third game. This guy sucked as well. This guy is a fucking scumbag. This dude's alright. Don't have huge feelings on that guy, but he's okay. I don't even remember who you are, so I don't remember who you are. This guy's annoying. Put him here. His kid, I mean, we were with her for like 10 minutes, so I don't really know much about her. She can have a B. Nadine, C, maybe even D. I really don't like her, man. She's annoying. I don't know who you are. I think that's the character list right there. Didn't think about it too hard, but just off instinct. These are by far the best two characters. Elena's alright too. She's an A, but not as good as these. Yeah, I think that's why I lost Legacy. It's just these characters I'm not huge on, but in terms of game and graphics and everything, it's pretty top tier. Anyways, Uncharted, you are done. Next up is Resistance. Where are you? This fella. I'll be playing this tomorrow. Number 2, number 3. Sayonara.